Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Emmanuel, I'm an airline pilot, and welcome to a second leg in the day of life of a Swiss A220 pilot. We're going to fly from London Gatwick to Zurich. Around an hour and 15-minute flight time, around an hour and 35-minute block time, scheduled 1:40, so we actually have to hurry in order to be on time in Zurich. Now, don't ask me what the cleaners are doing there, but the fact that they're leaving the airplane, even though they are doing it through the APU exhaust, well, we gotta see the positive, so they're leaving the airplane. Alright, and with that, we can go ahead and start working our procedures as well. So join me in the flight deck of our C-Series here, and let's get the airplane ready for the flight. First thing we are gonna do is to go to the checklist and just reset all checklists. And then we can go down into the electronic flight bag, my flight, import the latest flight plan from SimBrief, and just have a quick look down here. Now we are going to start. Why can I not move my view around like that? Alright, interesting. Alright, so we know that the weather en route is going to be good, so let's just get started on the... Let's just get started down here on the airport weather. Gatwick, good conditions, it's getting warmer as the day goes by. QNH is 1004 now, so let's go ahead and set that. And then we're going into Zurich, 25 degrees, 1012. The winds, well, could be runway 14, they could also switch it around and we might be landing on 28. We're going to find out about that as the day goes by. Our arrival time is before those showers are coming in over here. That's probably going to be more interesting on our way to Oslo later on, and our alternate in Geneva has fantastic weather all over the place. Alright, then let's go all the way up and see. We're supposed to leave Gatwick at 6:25, and that is going to be in 21 minutes, and we are going to be in Zurich just about on time at 8 in the morning. Alright, flight level 370 is planned, and then we can have a look into the fuel real quick here. Provided that it lets me drag that down, thank you. So 5.6 plus taxi, 4.6 plus taxi. So basically 4.8 is going to be our fuel for the day. Go to the load sheet, import the fuel, and then we're going to take 4,800 like this. The rest is looking good, so let's hit load aircraft down here, and with that we are good to go. Alright, now that we got this, let's go right into the pre-flight checklist again. First flight of the day, no. So, airplane documents are on board and checked, OEBs are checked, emergency equipment checked, gear pins on board, overhead panel. So this is where things start getting interesting. We do not have a ground power unit, so we have to run the APU. Over here everything's fine, over here is fine, over here is fine. And fueling is complete, so the seatbelts can come on now. Then we're done with the overhead. For the glare shield, up here everything's basically set. The squawk machine shouldn't be on 7,000 but on 2,000. Let's make sure that that is set. Speed selector, FMS, probably gonna climb to 4,000, something like that. And the rest is set. So displays are checked, ICAS and info are checked. Altimeters, QNH 1004 set and checked. Center panel is checked. Pedestal, let's look down here. Yep, is checked. And the side sticks, no. That's the display. Are checked, and that's the pre-flight checklist completed. So, with that done, we can request boarding, and while the boarding is ongoing, we can start programming the FMS for our flight to Zurich. So, let's get started. Quickly gonna update that flight plan over here. And here we are. So, flight plan. Then let's go ahead and delete the origin, execute, and then flight plan uplink sent. Complete. Then we can run over into the secondary and activate secondary. So, we're gonna be the Swiss 431. We are going to depart Gatwick 0625. Our departure is from runway 26 left, and we got the MIM41 mic. Like that, done. And for arrival into Zurich, we have Relax arrival, so ILS 14 and Relax 14 transition, done. Okay, alternate is Geneva, cruising altitude to get there is 18,000. And the average wind is 34 knot tailwind. In total numbers, that is 315 at 37. Like this. Alright, so this is all looking good. We can execute that. Then let's do wind data uplink. Then let's go on to the fuel. And we got a zero fuel weight of 48,760. So 48,760. CG is unknown for the time being. Fuel 4,800. Taxi 122. And the rest is going to be decided later when we get the load sheet. For our performance, let's go ahead and start the takeoff calculations. Sync, calculate. Looks good. Takeoff 2, 24, 30, 35. So, takeoff 2, climb 2, flaps 2, bleeds engine, noise abatement procedure number 2. So 1,000, and well, they want 1,500 here at Swiss, so let's go ahead and do that. And then we can go for the takeoff speeds, and those are going to be 24, 30, 35. So 124, 130, 135. Alright, set takeoff speeds, thank you. Then, for the climb panel, the transition altitude is 6,000 here in the UK. Can execute that, 275, and we're going to use 0.74 for the climb. That looks good. Then for the cruise, 275.78, and for the descent, 78, 275. Transition level, probably going to be 80. And the rest looks good. Alright, no sense entering arrival data yet, so that's good. Now for our route, let's go ahead and have a look. Data, departure, Gatwick, MIM41 mic. So let's see what we got. Straight at 2.3 DME, so that's the Bravo point. Max 220 between 15 and 4, then we got 31 dB deadling, max 220 above 3200, 29 dB deadling, 250 below 4000, and then we continue our Acorn in 5000. So copy paste MIM4, that looks good, and execute. Alright, then we got our standard route down here, and the arrival is going to be from Relax, so let's copy and paste that in here. Thank you. And what I'm going to do is to take Ibini. As for that one, in the real world it's level 180. Let's enter that in here. And Ibini level 180. Oh no, it's... cancel. How can I tell it? How can I make sure that it understands that that is a descent constraint? Crossing. Descent. Aha. That's probably it. So, at or below, 180. Flight phase, descent. Here we go. That's what I've been looking for. Alright, done, execute, thank you. And finally, for the fixed page, reference is going to be Echo Golf Kilo Kilo. And the radial is going to be the runway track, which is 257. Okay. And done. Finally, let's go on to the second one, and for that, Echo Golf Kilo Kilo again. Distance crossing 25. Done. Thank you very much. And finally, messages are all checked. And last but not least, we can cross-check our flight plan. And we got Mim41 Mike, Yankee 312 Dover, Lima 9 Conan, Derek Koch, Dritax, Karlsruhe, Mike 150 Lango, Tango 721 Relax, for the standard arrival, and ground distance 512 versus 517. Alright, that is absolutely good enough. With that, all of our flight plan is set up. Then we can just cancel out that minimum, please. Thank you. Okay, good. So, nav source back to the FMS. Toga is selected. Nav, VNav. And that's all we need for the preparation. Okay, sounds good. And with that, we are pretty much done with that stuff, so let's go into the departure briefing, please. We're departing from Gatwick, runway 26 left, Mim41 Mike arrival, climbing 4000, MSA 3000, and extra fuel and time. Interestingly enough, it doesn't really tell us. Is there a problem somewhere? Extra fuel and time. Here we go, around about 15 minutes. Alright, so for our departure, we are taxiing runway 26 left. Hotspots for that, mostly the fact that I'm just not used to Gatwick Airport, so we are going to take things slowly, make sure we understand the routing, and then follow that closely. Apart from that, I've got nothing here. Stop margin for the rejected takeoff is going to be more than enough, and the engine out sits straight at 25 to pick up the holding in 3000, and then we can come back for an ILS approach to runway... runway 26 left. In terms of specials, we got a lot of speed restrictions, and we got a couple of altitude restrictions for our departure, and I'm completely honest, I don't find it that easy to see restrictions on our map. So what I'm actually going to do here is I will simply turn the train off, and I'm also going to turn the missed approach off over here so that we got a better view on our nav display for the departure. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Nothing non-standard. Threats for the departure, honestly, I wouldn't know any. And that's our departure briefing complete. So, how's the boarding going? Complete. I like it. Alright, then let's go ahead and prepare for pushback and departure. And let's say hello to our passengers. Einen wunderschönen guten Morgen, liebe Fluggäste aus dem Cockpit, hier Kapitän. Mein Name ist Emanuel und im Namen der Swiss darf ich Sie ganz herzlich an Bord unseres Airbus A220 auf unserem Flug nach Zürich willkommen heißen. Flugzeit heute circa 1 Stunde und 15 Minuten, erwarten einen ruhigen Flug in 11.300 Metern Flughöhe. Wir melden uns dann im Anflug noch einmal mit dem neuesten Wetter bei Ihnen. In der Zwischenzeit erledigen wir jetzt noch den letzten Papierkram und machen uns dann auf den Weg nach Zürich. Vielen Dank für Ihre Aufmerksamkeit, lehnen Sie sich zurück und genießen Sie den Flug mit uns. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning from the flight deck. This is your captain speaking. My name is Emanuel, and in the name of Swiss, I would like to welcome you all on board of our Airbus A220 on our flight to Zurich. We are just finishing the last paperwork, and when that is completed, we will release our brakes, start the engines, and taxi out for departure in a westbound direction, and then we will fly a turn around the airport and set course directly to Zurich. The flight time is 1 hour and 15 minutes, expecting a cruising altitude of 11,300 meters and an on-time arrival in Zurich. Thank you very much for being with us. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight with us. Okay, so 2 things for us to do. Number 1, the load sheet with a zero fuel weight of 48,914 and 27.9. So that's 48,914 and 27.9. Okay, and that leads us to a takeoff weight of 53,607, and we have how many passengers? 134. Okay, slightly heavier than expected. Let's go ahead and redo our calculations here. So, takeoff performance, synchronize, calculate. Takeoff 2, 24, 30, 35. I think that's the same we had earlier. 24, 30, 35, takeoff 2, flaps 2. Yeah, all looking good. Alright, fantastic. So we are done down here. Then let's go ahead and get the ATIS, the IFR clearance, and then we're ready to go. Okay, 136525.
Gatwick Airport. Information Delta. 1120 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 26 left. Wind 280 at 14. Visibility 10 kilometers. Scattered at 3300. Temperature 24, dew point 13. QNH 1004. Transition level 80. Advise on initial contact. You have information Delta.
Alright, ATIS Delta is on board, and then delivery on 121-955. Gatwick delivery, good morning. Swiss 431, information Delta, request IFR clearance to Zurich.
Swiss 431, cleared to Zurich via the Minfo 1 Mike departure, runway 26 left, initial climb 6000, squawk 2426.
Swiss 431, cleared to Zurich via the Minfo 1 Mike departure, runway 26 left, climb 6000, non-standard, squawk 2426.
Swiss 431, read back correct. Ground will be on 121.805.
121.805. Swiss 431. Note to myself, don't try and change so many things.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Swiss.
Alright, here we go.
Airlines flight
This is looking good.
departing from
So the initial is
Gatwick
6000.
Airport and heading to Zurich.
That thing's coming active, and just while I see it, let's make sure we're on FMS1. Like that. Nav is armed, and you are on FMS2. Fantastic. Alright, now it's looking good. Then let's go ahead and get our pushback clearance. Gatwick ground, Swiss 431, request pushback and startup.
Swiss 431, push and start approved, face south.
Push and start approved, face south, Swiss 431. Alright, B4 start checklist. Departure briefing completed. APU or external power on APU. Parking brake set. B4 start checklist complete. Ground from cockpit. Pushback and startup approved. Facing south. Parking brake set. Roger that. Please release brakes. Brakes released. Start the pushback and you're clear to start engines 2 and 1. Roger. Starting 2 and 1 in that sequence. Engine 2 start. Clear 2. Invalid speed mode. Use manual. I don't think so. A couple of those messages still seem to need a couple improvements there. Oh, that's interesting. Well, he's gonna be waiting a little bit until our engines are up and running.
Griffin Griffin 2 Bravo Zulu, push and start at your discretion. Easy 85 Papa Bravo, ready to taxi.
Yeah, you're going to be waiting for a while, my friend.
Papa Bravo, taxi to holding point, runway 26 left via Quebec Alpha, Lima Papa Alpha November Mike. Taxi to holding point, runway 26 left via Quebec Alpha, Lima Papa Alpha November Mike, easy 85 Papa Bravo. Ram 427 ready to taxi.
Okay, so number 2 is looking good. Then we got another engine to start on the other side.
Taxi to holding point, runway 26 left via Juliet, Mike enter Air 427.
Alright. Oh, and the Easy just taxis through us. Okay, because why not? Brilliant. Engine 1 start.
Alpha ready for pushback. Top Jet 5 Hotel Alpha, push and start at your discretion. Top Jet 5 Hotel Alpha.
What is that? Hydraulic PTU fail. Hydraulic fault. Okay, well, let's see about that. We'll just let it...
Enter 427 contact tower on 124.23.
We'll let it do this for a little while.
Switching to tower, enter 427.
But looks like the PTU fault is already going out.
Quebec ready for push.
That is probably just
Easy 46 Romeo Quebec, push
because
back
of the
approved.
engine start.
Push and start approved. Easy 46 Romeo Quebec.
Alright, number 1 is starting. And that's looking good.
Bravo Zulu ready to taxi.
Okay, ground. We have 2 good starts. You are clear to disconnect. Please show me the clear signal on the left-hand side. And have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Taxi to holding point, runway 26 left via Sierra Juliet Papa Alpha November Mike Griffin 2 Bravo Zulu.
So, here's 2 good starts. B4 taxi checklist. APU. Off. RTRS. Auto. Flaps. Flight controls. Full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Rudder. Full left. Full right. And neutral. Okay. ICAS and info. Hydraulic fault, hydraulic PTU in on.
Point runway 26 left via Kilo November.
Okay, well, that is acknowledged.
Taxi to holding point runway 26 left.
And then the before taxi checklist is complete. So we're off block. There is nothing telling us that the PTU would be required for the flight, but for the next one, well, we're inbound to the home base, so hopefully engineering is going to be able to fix that stuff. It's something we have in mind. Okay. Well done. Swiss 431, request taxi.
Swiss 431, taxi to holding point, runway 26 left via Quebec Alpha, Lima, Papa, Alpha November, Mike.
Say again.
Swiss 431, taxi to holding point, runway 26 left via Quebec Alpha, Lima, Papa, Alpha November, Mike.
Taxi to holding point 26 left via Quebec Alpha, Lima, Papa, Alpha, November, Mike, Swiss 431. Okay, Quebec Alpha, Lima, Papa, Alpha, November, Mike. Okay, taxi routing is understood. We're clear on the left side, and we're clear on the right side.
Alpine 41 November, Bravo, taxi
Brakes
to
off.
parking via Foxtrot
Let's go.
Romeo, hold short of runway 08 left.
Foxtrot Romeo, hold short of runway 08 left, Alpine 41 November, Bravo.
Alpine 41 November, Bravo, cross runway 8 left.
Crossing 8 left, Alpine 41 November, Bravo.
Alright, so we're initially southbound here on Quebec Alpha, and then it's going to be a left turn onto Lima before we turn right on Papa. So we are crossing underneath the bridge. Always loving these. The right side is clear, and the left side is not visible yet. Alright, the left side is clear. Okay, so right turn on Papa, that's going to be the next taxiway to the right. Just loving those bridges.
Hotel November, taxi to holding point runway 26 left via Juliet Mike. Taxi to holding point runway 26 left via Juliet. Mike Tomjet 8 Hotel November. Tomjet 5 Hotel Alpha, give way to the easy A320 on your right.
Give way to the easy A320, Tomjet 5 Hotel Alpha.
Alright, so here's Papa.
Tower on 124.23.
Could you please take the radios?
I've got the radios, Emmanuel. Let's continue our taxi to runway 26 left.
That's what I'm doing. Alright, so we are following the A321. So Alpha November is the next taxiway on the left-hand side, and that's gonna be a longer wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're number 6 for that departure. Alright.
6 Alpha Papa ready for push.
Well, we went off block a little early,
6 Alpha Papa clear to push start.
so we can wait a little longer in the line over here.
Easy 26 Alpha.
Well guys, I'm going to accelerate that a little bit so that it's not too boring for you, and then I see you later on when we are at a good spot in the line.
Runway 08 left. 0 meters remaining.
No, not really.
Swiss 431, contact tower on 124.23.
Alright, now this is an interesting one. Turns out the 737 up there just reported that they got problems with their flight controls and they cannot continue. ATC has asked us if we can take intersection Bravo over there. The answer is, of course we can. So, we've just been cleared into Bravo and are ready for departure. Despite 5 aircraft in the line over there. See, that's why you always keep a little bit of a distance to the preceding aircraft, which apparently the guys over at Alpha over there didn't do, and blocked themselves out. Well, their loss is our gain, so let's go ahead and start with the before takeoff checklist. APU bleed, auto, FMS, set, flaps, wait a second, trim. So that's supposed to be 3.4 units. Here we go. Okay, flaps, 2, anti-ice, auto brake, RTO, ICAS and info, checked, thrust, checked, runway, 26 left from Bravo, cabin ready, B4 takeoff checklist complete. Swiss 431, ready for departure.
Swiss 431, runway 26 left, winds 290 at 15, clear for takeoff.
26 left, clear for takeoff, Swiss 431. Alright, I like it.
Swiss 431.
Clear on the left side, clear on the right side. And then we're ready to go.
Approaching 26 left.
Checked. Right, gonna deselect the terrain here as well. So, are you ready? I understand that is a yes.
Runway 26 left.
Air China 847, hold short of runway 8 left.
Take off.
Holding short of runway 8 left, Air China 847.
Thrust set. 80 knots, checked. Rotate. Shut up. Gear up. Positive climb. Ooh, that's quite the negative wind shear. Lost 10 knots there.
Swiss 431. Contact departure on 126.825.
Contacting departure.
Autopilot.
126.825, Swiss 431. Departure, Swiss 431. Good morning, climbing through 1000.
Swiss 431 departure identified. Climb 6000 direct D257 Bravo.
Okay, 6,000 now. Then we can take VNAV off. Flaps 1. Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Climbing 6000 direct D257 Bravo, Swiss 431.
Flap 0. Speed checked. Flap 0. Okay, after takeoff checklist, ICAS checked, after takeoff checklist complete. Love it when something is as easy as this. So they said climb 6000, so VNAV is disabled, so the constraints make no sense for us any longer. Nonetheless, I'm still going to keep the speed constraints here, because those are basically for... those are basically for being able to make the turns and stuff. So we're a little bit more careful there. Vertical speed. So this is all just about, conservative flying and that type of stuff. $1,000 to go. Checked.
Swiss
set. 150 checked, level change. Okay, here we go, continuing that climb. And right into the sun. Probably not today though. Here we go.
Departure, enter
And you can absolutely have yours as well.
Enter Air 427.
Cool, so that's done that.
Radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level
Sunlight cross-check, passing flight level 72 now.
Flight level 110, enter Air 427.
Interesting that we have those missed approach lines going right through Gatwick. Not sure if that's a bug or a feature, but we'll see once we get closer to Zurich. And I don't really think they should have gotten through here. Check flight plan altitude. Yeah, 37 looks quite good to me. Alright, done. Ah, because of the constraints. Okay, yeah, that's fine with me. Not gonna do something about them though. Or, if any of you guys know whether Bombardier wants you to delete the constraints that you're not using, instead of simply using level change to climb above them, put it in the comments below. Would be interesting to know, because if a message for that exists, obviously, you know, chances are they might want you to pay attention to that message. But the way that I learned flying on pretty much any other aircraft, it's just don't use VNAV if it's no good for you. Alright, 10,000. And releasing our passengers. And that's it. So then we can turn the terrain overlay back on again. And the same goes for your side as well. Thank you very much. And yeah, then for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight with us. And I see you on the approach to Zurich later on.
Flight level 110.
We're descending inbound Zurich, and unfortunately they have switched the runways and are now operating on runway 34, so we're expecting the ILS approach runway 34 for the time being. Now let's see, we do have some ice here.
431 Zurich final approach identified. Good morning, cleared AMD transition. Expect the ILS runway 14 approach into Zurich. Advise to have information hotel.
No ILS 14, what makes you think so? Swiss 431 request the ILS 34. Okay, so let's go ahead and start talking about the arrival.
Swiss 431, expect the ILS runway 34 approach.
Better. So we're coming in from Relax, not from Amiki, not sure why they think that. So from Relax we're basically going into a downwind, and I've entered constraint over 482 so that we get into a nice position for the final towards runway 34. Now, that stuff is all in here. For our approach we have 131 plus 5 knots, and we do not really need anything else than that, and then let's have a very quick look into the approach and the missed approach here. Let's go to the plan notes. Okay, so center, next. Let's move forward a little bit. Here we go, starting the descent at Milne. And we can quickly join those two up. Thank you. Okay, so starting the descent from Milne, 5000, and then we are going all the way down. Go around, straight at, and then a right-hand turn, diggy pull, climb level 70. Sorry, it's a left-hand turn, of course, so straight at, 515 from the ILS, below 5000. Left turn, max 185 in the turn, and then inbound to depot, climbing 7000 MSA-wise. For the entire approach, 5.7 the highest, but 9.2 if you go beyond the end of the downwind. Okay, the minimum is 1630, and I have actually not entered that yet, so let's do that.
Radar identified. Good morning.
So you could be a little brighter, please, thanks. Here we go, 1630 for the minimum, and that's it.
Zulu Hotel 490 at altitude 6,000 feet.
Hotel 490 at 6,000 feet. Swiss 431.
Okay, and 490 at 6,000. Execute. VNAV path is still looking good.
431, cleared for the ILS runway 34 approach via Amiki.
Yeah, no Amiki, forget about that, but the rest is understood, the rest is okay. Alright, so we're reaching 10,000. Lights are coming on, and then let's just go for the approach briefing, please.
120.88, Alpine 905 Echo Hotel.
So we are going to fly the ILS approach runway 34 with the Relax transition, and we got an MSA of up to 5,600. The go-around is going to be straight at 5.5 miles, left turn, inbound to depot, climbing 7,000, and we got nothing special and extra fuel. Let's see what we got there. 5 and 10 extra, so that's roughly half an hour. Okay, good. So for the rest of the approach, we are going to fly standard ILS approach over here. Flight director guidance, flaps 4, auto brakes medium, and idle reverse. Vacate runway 34 to the right hand side, and then we are going to taxi in some gate, don't know where yet. Okay, Golf 4, so that's all the way down here. So then it might actually make sense. I mean, we're not going to be able to vacate too early anyway. It's going to be short turnaround, so let's keep it in an auto-brake medium. Vacate to the right, taxi in most likely by Echo all the way. Maybe at some point swing over to Mike. Actually no, all the way by Echo. to Golf 4 down here. And that's it. Yeah, nothing special, nothing non-standard. Do you see any threats? No? Alright, neither do I. Then that's our descent checklist complete. So let's go for the... Here we go. Let's go for the descent and approach checklist. So, FMS set, minima set, auto brake low, ICAS checked, and arrival briefing complete, descent checklist complete. There's just something interesting here. You can see that for some reason it's not really loading the terrain map anymore. I mean, over here it does, but over here it doesn't. That's interesting. I haven't seen that before. Let's put it off and on again. But no. Okay. Well, not sure what's happening there. Then again, not my business. I mean, the FO got the terrain, and that's all that counts. You can clearly see where the MSA comes from. I think there is no doubts about the existence of that MSA. By the way, that looks lovely with the rain showers there, huh? Flat rector mode change, FPA. Why is it doing that? Oh, now we're back in VNAV. Okay. No questions asked. Now look at this. I like it. Speed is slowly coming back. Okay, and we are cleared for the approach. We are already down at the glide slope. Approach armed. So the airplane should capture that approach completely automatically, with no intervention required. So let's go to manual flight and see how that's gonna go. And it's lost the VNAV path again. Yeah, clear that please. Thank you. Okay, localizer capture, flaps 1. Speed checked. Okay, perfect intercept. We just need a little bit of thrust here, just to be sure we maintain the F2 speed. And flaps 2. Alright.
Swiss 431, contact Zurich Tower on 118.1.
Contacting Zurich Tower on 118.1.
212 knots out, 200 knots, nicely on speed. Reducing. Love it. And the airport is straight ahead of us.
The ILS runway 34 approach.
Zurich Airport Tower, runway 34, winds 230 at 11, clear to land.
Interesting that we still have the FD mode change message.
2500 431.
But okay. So go around altitude, 7,000 sets, and you can definitely put that away now.
Runway 14, clear to land. Welcome to Zurich.
Clear to land, Turkish 6 Victor Mike.
Why is he clearing the Turkish to land on 1-4 when 3-4 is active according to the ATIS? I guess I do not even want to find out. Alright, we're gonna configure at 60 ME. It does take a little to get used to the fact that you suddenly have to trim when using a side stick. Alright, gear down, flaps 3. Flaps 4. Speed check, flaps 4. Is a little early. So, before landing checklist. Altimeters, QNH 1012, flaps 4 indicating, cabin ready, before landing checklist complete.
Runway 10. Swift 2083, runway 14, winds 210 at 6, clear to land. Clear to land, Swift 2083. Hotel Bravo, Charlie Kilo Alpha, hold short of runway 28.
Don't ask me why ATC is clearing people to land to
Holding short of runway 28, Hotel Bravo, Charlie Kilo Alpha.
ATIS was pretty clear that it's 3-4, and they gave it to us straight away as well, so I guess it's a case of no questions asked. So, a little wind shear here. Checked. A bit of turbulence here.
Hotel Bravo, Charlie Kilo Alpha, hold short of runway 28. 28 holding short, Hotel Bravo, Charlie Kilo Alpha.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brakes up. Thrust wheels normal. Alright, missed the exit, so be it. I didn't want to brute force the brakes now. And the next exit is coming already. Manual brakes.
Swiss 431, exit at Echo 7 if able. Contact ground on 121.905.
That was interesting. I kicked the brakes, but they didn't really disengage the auto brake.
Zurich Airport ground, Swiss 431. Good morning, cleared of runway, ready to taxi to the gate.
Swiss 431, Zurich Airport ground, taxi to Gulf Gate G04 via Echo 4 Echo, hold short of runway 10.
Okay, Echo 4 Echo, Gate Golf 4. Easy. After landings.
Golf Gate G04 via Echo 4 Echo, hold short of runway 10, Swiss 431.
After landing checklist complete.
USC, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Zurich. Zurich is home to the world's largest clock face.
10, Swiss 5 Zulu, Mike.
Alright, so all the way down here to Golf 4. And yeah, then we're just waiting for clearance to cross runway 28. Probably gonna get that soon. And that's been this one. Now, a couple of words on the approach over here. For some reason it showed us 2 diamonds on the glide slope scale. I'm not 100% sure what the cyan one was about, because the glide slope one itself was a little hard to see for me because of that cyan diamond. So, Swiss 431, request to cross runway 28. See?
Swiss 431, hold short of runway 10737, vacating the runway.
Approaching
Too bad, was worth a try.
Swiss 431, cross runway 28, approved.
Well, that was worth nothing. But okay, here we go. Crossing.
Six Victor Mike, taxi to parking.
Strobes on, and here we go.
6 Victor Mike, taxi to parking via Hotel
Alright,
1,
good.
Hotel
So
Juliet,
yeah, that was
short
a
of
pretty
runway
interesting
28.
approach there. I did notice that according to the PAPIA would have been pretty low, but we were within 1 dot from the glide, at least as far as I could see. That cyan diamond was made it a little hard to see there with the contrast on my monitor. But I think it was all within limits, and we could simply continue that approach. So, at the end of the day, you've seen it. We had that one gust that cost us a little bit of speed, but apart from that, it was all easy. And shutting down the left engine. Save a little bit of fuel there.
Swiss 80, ready for push and start.
And that's it. So all the way to gate Golf 4,
0, push and start,
which is all the way down at the end of the taxiway here. Golf 4. No. That is a fitting gate for this airplane. Because the real ones are parking down there all the time as well. So yeah, just gonna leave it at that. Okay. APU bleed off, start APU, and strobe lights coming back off again. As you can see, the single engine modeling is really nice. You can see it. I'm neither in the tiller nor in the rudder, and the plane is just going straight ahead.
Hotel 1, Hotel Juliet,
just like it should.
Runway 28, Swiss 2083.
Swiss 6 Alpha ready for pushback.
Swiss 6 Alpha, pushback approved.
Push and start approved. Swiss 6 Alpha.
Okay, so we're about to enter the parking area here. Make sure we got the chart up. And then all the way Golf 4. Okay, that's got to be somewhere where those Airbus house liveries are standing. I gotta admit, the parkings do look a little small.
United 1-2, request pushback.
But let's see about it.
United 1-2, pushback approved. Pushback and start approved. United 1-2.
So, maximum wingspan 36. We have less than that. Taxi light off. So the APU is running.
Swiss 80, ready to taxi.
Ah, you're parking in between the light poles. Okay, yeah, then it's no problem. So Golf 4, less than 10 for the turn into the gate. Is there a marshaller anywhere?
Ground Swiss 1 X-ray Golf, taxi to the ramp.
Of course there isn't, huh?
Swiss 1 X-ray Golf, taxi to parking via Hotel 1.
Well, there is a
Juliet,
stop line
hold short
here,
of runway
so
28.
I'm just gonna bring the plane up to the stop line.
Hotel 1,
And that's
Hotel
gonna be
Juliet,
it.
hold short of runway 28, Swiss 1 X-ray Golf.
Swiss 6 Alpha ready to taxi.
Okay.
Swiss 6 Alpha, taxi
So
to
here's the
holding
line.
runway 16 via Delta, Foxtrot, Foxtrot 1,
Stopping
Foxtrot,
here.
Echo, Echo 2, hold
Good.
short of runway 16.
Okay, parking brake set.
Holding point runway 16 via Delta.
Shutdown checklist.
Foxtrot 1, Foxtrot, Echo.
So,
Echo 2,
APU
hold short of
on.
runway 16, Swiss 6
Right
Alpha.
engine off. Then APU bleed is coming on. Okay, slight disarming will be checked, and then seatbelts and beacon.
Flying Bulgaria 4902, pushback approved.
Alright, so slides disarmed. Flight control test required. Nope.
Cross runway 28.
Okay, and that's the shutdown checklist complete. Then let's get ourselves the deboarding. And with that, guys, welcome. With that, welcome to Zurich. Hope you enjoyed this flight. Now, we do still have the hydraulic fault here. Hydraulic PTU in op. Let's just see. Go PTU on manually. What's gonna happen?
Swiss 80, cross runway 34.
Cross runway 34, Swiss 80.
I guess we also need the 3 A and B pumps for that. Let's just put that on, see what's gonna happen.
28, Swiss 2083.
Yeah, look at that, the PTU is working. Not sure why the plane thinks it's in up.
Ready to taxi.
Anyway, we do have maintenance over here, they are gonna have a look at that. And we'll just acknowledge this for now. And yeah, that's gonna be it. So guys, thank you very much for flying along. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, leave your feedback in the comments underneath the video. Like, comment and subscribe. And if you really love what I'm doing on this channel, I'd appreciate a small donation through the Buy Me Coffee link in the video description below. Thank you very much for watching, then I'm looking forward to see you all again on the next one. Like, comment and subscribe, the typical stuff, and if you really love what I'm doing on this channel, I would appreciate a small donation through the Buy Me Coffee link in the video description below. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to see you all again on the next one.